Everyone, and welcome back to another edition of The Bomb Show. I'm Wendy, and we would like to wish everyone a safe and prosperous new year. For today's episode, we have Hot Toys' latest movie masterpiece, MMS-179 6-scale figure Spider-Man, as portrayed by Andrew Garfield in the Marvel Studios' blockbuster film, The Amazing Spider-Man. The packaging is a standard shoebox style covered in large, vibrant photography, film logos, and strategically placed manufacturing info. Inside, we get the usual large illustrated cardstock insert and multiple layers of high-grade clamshell to protect and store the web slinger and his assortment of accessories. Let's get it crackin'. Out of the box, Spider-Man looks pretty sweet, much better than the red and blue Tobey Maguire incarnation. That particular figure just looked way too bulky to us, especially in the thighs. Anyway, this guy does look like an average build person in tights, at least in our opinion, so we're off to a good start. We must admit we weren't exactly thrilled with the Amazing Spider-Man film, as with most comic-based movies, but sometimes a really well-manufactured collectible can soften us up after the fact. In this case, the web head is already making a good impression on us based on nostalgic value alone. We must admit we weren't crazy about the modern redesign of the costume, mostly due to the seemingly random deep blue striping, but it doesn't have the same effect to us in 1/6 scale, so that's cool. His costume is, as expected, non-removable, but it does provide a super high level of tailoring and screen printing, not to mention decent elasticity and a great overall fit, which make for greater dynamic posability than we expected. The costuming detail is especially cool on his boots, particularly on the silver detailing and under the soles. Also at his wrists, where we have the web-slinging peripherals. His mask, by the way, has got some amazing craftsmanship on display as well. Check out those multi-layered eyes featuring more of that way cool micro honeycomb pattern detail. Something else to point out is the newly designed head mount in the form of a snap fastener. This does completely eliminate any neck articulation, although the head is still on a ball joint. Hopefully this design doesn't pose a potential problem area down the road. We would have just as easily preferred the very common triple ball jointed head and neck design that we got with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man release. At the end of the day, Spider-Man does look very impressive and he poses very well. As far as accessories goes, the wall crawler comes packed with the standard Hot Toys adjustable lower support stand, featuring the film logo and nameplate. We also get 4 individual strands of webbing, 2 of which are looped for connecting to Spidey's wrist, and 2 non-looped strands to insert in his hands. We're not much into action poses, but they do offer some replay value for those who do enjoy them. We also get 5 pairs of assorted gloved hands for simulating everything from closed fists to relaxed palms to web-slinging action poses, all of which are great for dynamic posability. And finally, we have the alternate unmasked head sculpt, which gracefully captures Peter Parker as portrayed by Andrew Garfield. This is easily our favorite accessory from this set. Yeah, the costume and all that stuff is cool, but the unmasked head sculpt really puts this guy on a whole other level. The sculpts, paint job, likeness, all super impressive and complimentary to the already kick-ass figure. At the end of the day, we really like The Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, another awesome Hot Toys figure from an okay film. And we think this version looks much better than the red and blue Maguire Spidey, which had a physique more similar to Superman than to Spider-Man. Yeah, there's a couple of things we would have preferred differently on this guy, but there is no such thing as perfection. Although some of today's high-end releases sure come close. Overall, he's a keeper for us and makes us not so bothered by passing on the first Hot Toys Spidey release. Pick him up if you can, we do recommend him. Until next time, peace and love.